I don't think I'll ever get tired of that intro, man. Every
The
time I'm
intro is
sitting here, I see you
banging.
back there. We're
Bouncing
What up,
around
big
and
dog?
whatnot. Dude, man, I have been doing it, man, having a good time, man. What's up with you, man?
Man, we just got some great things in the mail. Boom. You know, that's
No
going right above
negativity
my head.
allowed.
No
Yes,
negativity
y'all. Let's
allowed.
go. Let's go. I tell you what, man, I was in the city yesterday, man, and I thought of you
Yeah.
guys, man.
Ooh.
I was in front of the Intrepid,
Yeah.
which is the Land, Sea, and Air Museum.
Right.
And I was like, this is Nick Krem, man. This is the Land, Sea, and Air approach.
Right.
So I had to blow you up right there, man. Take a picture in front of that, send that to you.
Right.
Boom.
You're taking a picture, like you see that air carrier in the back. Like, yeah, I do.
I was playing like that.
Man,
oh man,
so,
what has go, dude? Man, it's been a great month. This quarter has been incredible, and it's all because I could just push a button and just repeat the process over and over again, man.
Man, and it's amazing. Like agents we're working with, they're literally having the best year of their careers this year. Like everyone's thinking about, like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Like, what's up? We got Marilyn. We got people hopping on.
There we go, Marilyn Torres.
Yes. But that's the thing, man. Like everybody's sitting back. I just made a video about this the other day. You know, when you could sit back and be like, okay, all this is happening to me. My business is gonna go down. This is just a reality. I'm going to change my goals. I'm going to change what my goals are. I know people that have already hit their year-long goals right now, and that was like their stretch goals. You know why? Because they were able to make the change. When you're able to make the change, we always say, don't change the goal, but I'll be flexible to how I get there, right? Yeah, I'm not going to stay married to a process just because that's all I know. I'm willing to change how I get there. I'm willing to change how I do business. If I know it's a better way to do business, I'll change.
Do you want to talk some numbers real quick?
Let's talk numbers. What do you got, Sekou?
Dude, so in the last 3 weeks,
okay,
I'm averaging about 150 to 175 leads per week. We are converting.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
61%
get out of here
of the leads that come in.
Out of 150,
61% out of 150.
You're getting like 80 to 90 conversions.
80, 90 conversions. I could put it up on the screen, man. It's like, it's real numbers, it's actual conversions. Our speed to lead time has gone down to about a minute, where it was 4 days before.
Right.
A
minute.
I can 1,000%. 1,000% attribute the amount of activity that we are seeing to the techniques that we're doing right from Sekou Krem.
Yeah.
I mean, literally right between content. Yeah. So if we look at our contacts, right? If we look at our contact to contracts, right? If we look at our contacts, 70% of our contacts are coming from content. Either
what
texted,
up, Matt?
Big Matt. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Either texted, I don't know if that's a word, but either content that we text over, through videos and naming the puppy, et cetera, or through our social media interaction through lives and the interaction and the content that we're putting up. That's 70% of our contacts.
Wow.
All right. So we were making 200 contacts a day. The average agent in my universe right now that I'm coaching is making about 250 to 300 contacts a day.
Yeah.
With no less than 2/3 being from content.
Yeah.
It's been awesome, bro.
Well, but that's where we've been saying this. It's the combination of the two, you know, so many times. I still get ads. I feel like they hear me say this on this live.
They trigger us.
With ads, you know, like my phone's listening right now. They're like, oh, stop calling and start doing content only. So I'm getting hit with these ads even more now. Right. But we're making fun of you, just so you know, because that is the farthest thing from the truth. You know, you get these ads that say, put down the phone. That's an old school way of doing things. Or I see in like these other huge agent groups, like cold calling is dead, calling is dead. It's like, no. What they're missing is the combination of both, right?
Yeah.
The reason why you think calling is dead is because when Sekou calls someone, this is how our conversation will go. Ring, ring. Like, hey, this is Sekou Pyle. Oh, Sekou, how's it going? Yeah, no, it's good to talk to you. Like, I've been seeing your videos. You know what happens when you call? Ring, ring. Hello, this is Jeff. Jeff who?
Jeff who?
Right? That's why calling is dead. You know how much of a difference that makes in your business when you can call someone, they've been seeing your videos, they've been seeing your social media. Heck, they may have been seeing an ad that you just ran, but it's that visual representation. I was just talking about this yesterday. So the reason why people get billboards, right? I love this connection because it makes a lot of sense. The reason why people get billboards, it isn't so you stop on the highway, you write down your
Nobody's going to stop and write down the number, right?
Yeah. Nobody expects you to stop and do that. But what you do is you get a billboard in like a high frequency area where people are constantly driving by so that they see you and you're top of mind, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing when what you want to do when you want to do it for your social media, right? The reason why you do videos all the time, it's not so you get people to stop and make a call with you right then. What you're doing is you're getting that top of mind awareness. What you're doing is you're starting to own their mind share. When you're consistent with it, when you're staying in front of people, this is what happens. You get that top of mind awareness. It's the same thing as a billboard. But guess what? With social media, you can do it absolutely free. Absolutely free.
And see, so this is the quantum mechanics of what you just said.
Yeah.
So not only are you top of mind,
right,
but the only time you really show up in people's timeline is when the algorithm says that you two are similar. You have similar interests, you have similar mindset, you've been doing similar searches, you've been right. And so not only are you top of mind, but you're making connections, like Marilyn is saying, you're making connections on a fundamental level where we are in congruency. We are like, we are alike, we are together. This is, oh my God, he's just like me. She's just like me, you know, this and that. So now when you're top of mind and you're in the tribe, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer.
Yeah. And so this is where we always say one of the first things when you're creating your content that you have to do is come up with who is my target audience, right? Because you brought up a great point. You want to create content and you want to show that I'm just like you. But let me answer your question, Sekou. If I don't know who you is, how can I be just like you? If I don't know who my target audience is, how can I curate content to be just like you? How can I go to shopping stores? How can I go to places to eat that's just like you? So the first step of this, the content process is figuring out who is my ideal client profile? Who am I speaking to? Right now, we're speaking to agents who want to take their business to the next level. If you guys want to do that, you go to SekouKrem.com and check it out. But
let's go.
Yeah. And this is where it's one of the most missteps in content, right? Two of the biggest missteps are what is your goal with it? And who am I speaking to? If you don't know those
who am I speaking to?
Yeah, a lot of times people just want to go into it. Yeah, who's my end user? Because if I'm talking about first-time home buyer and what you need, but I'm really looking for people who are trying to downsize right now, it's just not going to speak to them, right? Who's your target audience? So like you were saying, you want to be just like them? Yeah, figure out where they like to go eat. Shoot your video in front of that place. Guess what? I'll stop and start watching your video because I like that place to eat, right?
Dude, we just did a really powerful workshop not too long ago.
Yeah,
where we're talking about investors, and so during the process of setting up that workshop, and shout out to them, man, that was a Velocity of Money. It was a pretty powerful workshop.
Oh yeah.
During the process, I sort of realized that most agents are targeting the wrong customer. Most agents, when dealing with investment, most agents are targeting the wholesale investor. They're looking for the wholesale price. They're looking for the number that is 70 cents on the dollar or 60 cents on the dollar, or something like that. Where most buyers is retail investors. And so because most agents are having the wrong conversation with the wrong people, or the right conversation with the wrong people,
right,
they're completely missing the dot. The average consumer is not looking for a 30% discount on their price.
Nope.
Because they don't believe that's real. They don't want to do the work in order to get that done. The process is repeatable, when you are aware of who you're talking to, who you're looking for, what the end user wants, and how you do it, then what winds up happening is that it's like a production line.
Right.
You could just right.
Right.
You could just do it.
I got that like old 90s movie in my head. Like,
man, you can just do it over and over and over and get the same results, if not better results.
Right.
I took your boot camp. Wait, hold on 1 second. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm going for real. I'm going for actual transformative stuff, right? I took your boot camp.
Right.
We started to develop Sekou Krem. I started to test all of the things that we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
I've got agents that are brand new that were getting on average, I don't know, 20, 25 likes or something per thing. I got an agent that got 582 likes in 24 hours on a real estate post with her daughter on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just look, you say it best. I don't know if I'm giving this away. It's a repeatable process, right? You say it best. We are competing with babies and booties.
Yeah. I was just going to say.
And once you recognize what your end user is looking for.
Yes. Well, that's one of the biggest misconceptions with social media, especially I would say like in real estate. I'm thinking I'm competing against the other real estate person's posts and all these other things like the next home sold. No.
Not even
your competition is booties and babies. What are the reasons people come to social media? And I hate to break it to you guys. It isn't just to come look at real estate homes, right? That's not the reason they're coming here. So when you realize that and you realize you have to start entertaining, you realize you have to start doing something to really bring your end user to you. And guys, I'm not saying post booty pics. That's not what we're saying here.
I mean,
Sekou might be. No. But what you're realizing is this is why when you shoot videos for your end user, realizing who they are, where they like to go, where they like to eat. So now I'm going to go shoot videos at where they like to eat, where they like to shop, where they like to go. When I post videos there, that's going to catch their attention. That's the entertainment factor. Like, okay, this person's just like me. I'm going to stop and watch the video. What's up, Mr. J? Mr. J is always hopping on. But Sekou, let me ask you. I wonder if you get, like, if you know my pet peeve by now. What is my pet peeve when it comes to real estate agents and social media?
Those fucking memes.
Those fucking memes. Yes. I'm seeing more and more of these memes now, especially during the pandemic. It's the Will Ferrell one where it's like the world's burning and then there's a real estate agent like, hey, you want to sell your home? It's like, yes, I get it. That's funny. Maybe share that with some real estate buddies. But here is what it tells me, whether you like to know it or not in my subconscious, is this person doesn't care about me. They don't care what's going on in the world. They're just worried about them and their bottom line. They're just like every other salesperson. Guys, a lot of times we're trying to distance ourselves from that used car salesman persona, that everybody thinks that salesmen have. There's actually a study out in California where it's like 73% of people don't trust a salesperson, right?
Yeah.
Because they think they're trying to be sold. And now we're coming onto social media saying, I don't care what's going on in the world. I just want to sell more homes.
I just want to sell you something.
I just want to tell you something. I'm like, it blows my mind. It's not just the Will Ferrell one. There's multiple ones where it's like, I don't care. It's basically saying like, I don't care what's going on in the world. I just want to sell homes. Yeah, I laugh. But guess what? You will not find that shit on my timeline. You will not find that.
All laugh. But then that's also the issue.
What's that?
That we all laugh at it. It's not like we're not trying to be funny. We're trying to sell something. Go ahead. Why won't you put it on your timeline?
Right. Well, but here's the thing. I like being funny. I do. Mr. J. Yes. He trusts me. You know why? Because I don't post that crap in my timeline. No.
I like the dog, Mr. J.
But here's the thing. Yeah. But here's the thing. Yes, I laugh about it, but my end user, like, I do care about them, right? Like, here's the thing. Perception is reality, right? Yeah. So if you perceive me as this salesman that only cares about my bottom line, that my numbers and that information, then that's your reality, right? Everybody has their own reality in their head. So your timeline is like your resume. When someone's coming to look at you for like a real estate agent, like most people aren't even Googling you anymore. They're going to Facebook, they're going to Instagram, and they're seeing who you are, right? So if I go to your profile and I'm checking out your resume to see if I want to hire you, and I see, I don't care about what's going on in your life, I just want to sell a home, that's what that meme tells me. Probably not going to want to work with you. So guys, if you're an agent out here listening, I just want to let you guys know, stop posting those memes to your timeline. It does.
You made a really, really powerful point a few weeks ago around the memes.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me. You said that there was a meme where somebody was like complaining about the buyers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And so I mean, you were passionate about it, but it made a really, really powerful point to me. It's like, holy crap. If this is true, where they go to the internet to start looking for the properties, and they start looking at the properties on the internet, and they start looking at agents on the internet, and the first place that they go to look is Facebook to look up the agent.
Right.
And if all your posts are about how bad buyers are, what are they going to think that you think about them? Like, why would I go to you to work with you?
Well, and so we're thinking about that. So new buyers, imagine this. What's up, Keith? My man, Keith. Love it, man. If you need signs, go to Oakley Signs, man. Oakley Signs, my man. Oakley will hook you up. Yeah, Keith's a great guy. But with that being said, too, imagine if you're a buyer currently working with that agent, right? Where I think we're best friends. Because, dude, I'll tell you what, you have great relationships with people, right? Like you have great relationships. You're creating these friendships. And all of a sudden I go on your social media like, man, me and Sekou just had a great day. And you have a meme saying how bad this buyer is. I'm like, this guy's
talking about me
in the back. Yeah, exactly.
What's up,
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Even if I'm not talking about that agent or that buyer, I'm going to start thinking like, what's this agent saying behind my back? Does he really like me, or is he going to go post memes about me? Right? Like we create these relationships with people. So yeah, they're going to go on social media. Yeah. Like you said, the algorithm says, oh, you're more friends with this person now. They're going to show you my stuff. So all of a sudden I go to social media and I post this meme about how bad working with this buyer is. And you expect that, like, yes, you might get some. Here's the thing. You might say like, hey, but this specific, and I'm not saying don't post memes because there are some good ones out there. Down with memes. I won't say all the memes, but yes, with these specific real estate memes for your business, down with memes. But here's the thing. You're going to get likes. You're going to get comments. The algorithm is going to work for you. But guess who's liking and commenting it? Other agents, right?
Yeah.
So other agents are helping with their algorithm. You're saying, yeah, I'm getting likes and posts. But in reality, that's hurting you because now it's going to pop up on your buyer's timeline even more. And they're going to say, this agent really doesn't like working with buyers. Why am I working with him? Right? If this person's not passionate about what they do, they don't like working with me, then why the hell am I helping with the biggest decision, their biggest investment in their life, most likely, and this person doesn't even want to be here? So guys, yes, thank you. You know it now. Down with those memes. Enough of those memes making fun of sellers, making fun of buyers, and posting on your timeline. Trust me, it does you no good with your brand.
Let's make this point. Your business, in order to be viable, in order to grow, has to be repeatable. It has to be consistent, and it has to deliver the message to your end user. Yeah. So the point that he's making around the memes and down with these memes and things like that, and yeah, you know, it's fun, it's cute. Yeah. Is that the message that you're sending? Is that the message that you're repeating? Is that the consistent message that you're putting out? And is that the end user that you want? Like who is the end user that you want? Right. So, dude, I get it. Believe me, I know every buyer joke in the world, every seller joke in the world. Just don't talk about it like that.
Right. And on that note too, with like memes, I know some people like they're good for business, and some of them are like the one where it's like me when I'm helping you find homes, when it's like you happy, and then like me when I'm doing like your negotiation and like you're a savage. That's good. I'd be like, I want that guy. Right? Like, that's a good meme because you're saying like when I help you, I'll be the best person in the world, but when I negotiate for you, I'll be an animal. Right? Like that's a good meme. That's a good representation of
who you want working for you. Yeah.
Right. That's who you want working for you. So like, I'm not saying all memes are bad, right? But like, just be wary of the ones that you're posting because I see it. It's like, it's pissing me off even more because it's like trending now. And I'm seeing people like, can I share this? I'm like, no, don't share this. But you know, it's your brand. If you want to tell people, I don't care about you, I just want to sell homes, go ahead. But that's the perception you're telling people.
I got to give some honorable mention to you, man. I gotta point something out. Dude, you are consistent. I see you every day.
Yeah.
I see you every day. Your process is repeated. You're consistent across all platforms. It's consistent. I not only trust it. It's actually, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's comforting.
Yeah.
It's comforting to know that I'm not going to be jostled out of place when I go to the next place.
Yeah.
When I go to the next platform or format.
Right.
It's almost to the point where I'll see something and I'll be like, wait, I saw it somewhere. Let me search IG and it'll show up.
Yeah.
Or I could say, let me search Facebook and it'll show up.
Right.
Because it's repeatable. It's you guys said the most powerful thing to me. You systematized creativity. Okay. And so it makes it so that even the hard stuff is easy. So our stuff here, the Sekou Krem stuff, is not for the faint of heart. Any agent could use it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the agent that is production minded. It's the agent that wants to grow. It is not the agent that wants to stay consistent at 1 or 2 deals a year.
Yeah.
They're not going to see the value in this. It's the agent that wants to do 100 transactions a year.
Yeah.
Even if they only get to 50, it's still going to be valuable to them because they're going to be growing consistently. They'll be able to reuse this stuff over and over again. Shoot, I do. Yeah. I've been doing this a lot of years, and this stuff, I do it every day now.
It works.
And consistently, all I do is grow.
Yeah. Well, and guys, what he's talking about is our virtual masterclass we put together, SekouKrem.com. We combine content and calling. We combined them. Yes, I know it's unheard of. You either got to do one or the other, right? That is completely not true. It's new school, old school, everything in between. SekouKrem.com. Go check it out.
It is the bomb.com. I love it.
So, Sekou, well, I'll always say this, man. There's one person. From the first time I heard you, I'm like, man, this guy makes me want to be an ISA again and get back on the phone.
Go.
I don't know how you do it, man. I do know how you do it. You're actually excited about what you're doing. You bring the fire and you bring the passion, right? So, like over the phone, if you don't have those things, you're at a loss. And I will say this: we have all of our callers going through Sekou Krem right now. Because yes, a lot of them know our content side, but they got to learn your calling side. This again, the systems and processes. There's a reason why things work. I was on one of my calls the other day, and it's if you don't have a process for something, you're just winging it, right? So as much as you might think like, yeah, I'm crushing, I'm doing these things. If you don't have a process in place as to why you're winning, you're really just winging it. You have no idea why you're winning. If you're not
on a wish list, not a checklist.
Exactly. It's a wish list. You're just hoping you get there. And you're like, I'll do everything I can. And honestly, those are the right people to have in this. Because if you're willing to do anything possible to get to your goal, those are people we want to work with. But here's what we'll do. We'll also give you a checklist and a system. So now you know exactly what to do more. You do more of this, you'll get more listings and more appointments. Right?
Damn right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, even within your process of calling, right? So people are resistant to scripts and scripting and what have you.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, man, I script all the time and I use the earliest scripts that I have. Well, my son just almost launched himself through the window there. Working from home, guys. Listen, This stuff is not abstract. We are doing exactly what you are doing right now. We are working from home. We are growing business while this thing is virtual. Anyway, because I'm scripted, I am dealing with the same objections and handling them the exact same way. So I'm listening. We're having a challenge right now that the agents that I'm coaching with, we're having a challenge to do 20 pending deals in the month of August.
Okay.
And I'm like, everyone on this call is going to take a listing this week.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I'm like, say this.
Right.
They're going to say this and you ask this and you'll be in the door. Right. And it's working like gangbusters, brother. The number one objection that most agents get is not even really an objection. It's bring me a buyer and I'll pay you a commission.
Right.
And so most agents get combative, right? Oh, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And I'm like, oh, is that the only reason why you're not working with a pro?
Yeah.
And it's a script.
Yeah.
That's my script. Is that commission the only reason why you're not working with a pro?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Forget the commission.
Yeah.
And everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
That's what you get in a repeatable process. I have a goal. I know who my end user is. I know what kind of content I'm going to shoot their way. I'm going to get in contact with them first so that I could set up the relationship. And the only difference between a contact and a contract is the relationship.
Yeah.
And I owe it to you, buddy, man. This Sekou Krem stuff is no joke. All of my agents are using this stuff. It's incredible.
I think one of the most impressive feats of this is I know when I was at the call center, our appointment rates or our appointment show-ups went up about 16%. So based on what we talked about before, where are your appointment at, like the rates going up? What was that percentage?
That's where the conversion is, man. That conversion is we're setting 68 to 88 appointments a week off of this stuff. And we're talking 10 agents, maybe. Because maybe 7 of them are super active and the other 3 are like they popping their heads in and things like that, man. So what I'm saying is that it's about 10 appointments a piece.
That's insane.
Per agent. Those conversions are going up too.
Yeah.
The appointments to contracts are going up too. Yeah. So they're putting in, and this is no lie, I know this is the name of one of our modules, but they're putting in a deal a day.
A deal a day.
A deal a day. And consistency, habit, repeatable.
Yep. Hey guys, if you guys would like that, a deal a day, go to SekouKrem.com right underneath masterclass. Go ahead and take it. Sekou, it's always a pleasure, brother. And we'll see you here next week.
Later.